Welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm Laura.
I'm John.
And today we have a Memorial Day weekend mukbang.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, featuring Brats here from a local place. Oh, that is
heavy.
hot. Well, no, it's hot.
Oh, it's hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is from Meatheads.
Yeah. So I guess first we're going to talk about what we're doing and a little bit about Meatheads, and then we got some other stuff to talk about, some life update things. So if you don't know, welcome. We have been doing YouTube for about a year. Most of what we do is food.
Yeah, it's over a year now, but we're close to that year mark.
Yeah. So we have not done a lot of featuring local businesses, and that's something we've always wanted to do. We have great food here. The Quad Cities is about 2.5 hours away from Chicago, and we sit right on the Iowa-Illinois border. So 2 of the Quad Cities are in Iowa, and 2 of the Quad Cities are in Illinois, and the 4 cities together make up the Quad Cities. So we live in Davenport, Iowa, and then there's Bettendorf, and then there's Moline and Rock Island, Illinois. So we're all we make up the whole metropolitan area.
Yeah, it's like one community.
Yeah, for sure. So Meatheads is a local meat shop, as the name implies, and they have some bananas flavors there. And I will tell you the truth, we went there with the intention to get some of their crazy flavors, and between the stuff going on and meat shortages and it being Memorial Day weekend, they were sold out. And I mean, sold out.
Yeah, their frozen case was just bare practically.
Right.
And
so we had to take what they had.
And in their fresh, we still got some good brats, I think.
Yeah.
So in their fresh case, we got 2 of their Philly cheesesteak brats.
I feel like I've had that one before. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
And then,
well, the reason I think that is because we both love Philly cheesesteak, so it feels like something we would have picked before, but I'm not positive if we did.
We did get it before, and you got the Reuben. I remember that.
Yeah, they didn't have any of those. That was like my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the 2 in the middle, we have our pizza bratwurst. The 2 on the bottom in the back here are mac and cheese bratwurst. And then the 2 on the top are pepper jack buffalo chicken bratwurst.
Mm-hmm. But they have dill pickle wrap.
Yeah,
they
like
have
ham wrap.
Mm-hmm. They have breakfast ones.
They have gummy bear brats.
They have some crazy stuff.
Alligator. Right?
Yeah. So they're kind of, you know how there's those crazy donut places that really go out of their way to make different donuts that people flock to? Mm-hmm. That is this place for meat around here. So they only have meat. They have a few condiments. And what's so weird to me is then they have a specialty section of candy. Like yogurt-covered pretzels. They do have
a lot of gummies.
Yeah, and they do have a section too that's like barbecue sauces, and so they had bacon-flavored ketchup.
Right.
So they have some of that specialty stuff, but mostly it's meat, stuff to go along with meat, and candy.
Yep.
And they do that well.
They do.
Anyway, so we're excited to try some of this. What do you want to try first? Oh, sorry. I have a Diet Mountain Dew as per the usual.
I am starting off with Arizona green tea, and then my favorite, of course, is cherry Coke, or zero cherry Coke, whatever they call it now, 0 sugar.
Yep, and we have chips. I have just plain, regular chips. What original is better? It sounds better than plain, doesn't it? I have plain chips. I have original flavored.
We have baked beans. Mm-hmm. We got some fresh buns or rolls here from our grocery store. Has a bakery, and then I'm doing Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips.
Yeah, why are those buns sitting like that?
Well, they're all cut and ready to go. Here you go.
Okay. We can put them. Well, it doesn't matter now. All right, what do you want to try?
Shall we try the Philly cheesesteak?
Sure.
How do we want to do this? Let's try one and maybe cut it in half?
Yeah,
or-
let's do that.
Alright, well,
Because, I mean, that's a lot of brats, right?
that's a lot of brats. But, oh yeah. Look at that. Looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I do remember now that you say that. My favorite was Reuben. I mean, sauerkraut in it and a little bit of Thousand Island, just a hint. You tried it.
Yeah?
I don't remember what you thought, but I mean, it was
It's okay.
amazing.
It wasn't bad.
So you can see the little bits and bobbles in there.
Yeah, peppers in there. I see
Oh.
some cheese.
Smell it.
I can definitely smell peppers.
It is
Yeah.
hot though. Okay.
That's it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm taking a bite. Yeah, for sure. That's good.
They're not messing around. That's yummy.
That was really good. So I just cooked these in the grill, on the grill. Kind of offset. Didn't even put them directly on the plane. Yeah, just let it take about a half hour or so.
I think a little bit longer, but we're out there doing other stuff too.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'll be coming back for that for sure. So, how have you guys been? Let's chat a little bit.
Yeah.
Life update. I don't know that we have anything drastic to tell you, but
We've been staying at home a lot for some reason, but
yeah. But I guess I felt compelled. We haven't done a mukbang. I can't remember the last time we did a mukbang. I feel like it was probably what? Either a B-Love sauce mukbang.
we did a grilling mukbang. Yeah, that's it.
Or it could have been something Taco Bell-ish. Because that is our go-to. But so normally when we're doing a video, we're trying a product or we're cooking or whatever we're doing. So we don't get that much time to just sit and chat. We do a
Right.
little bit when we're live. We've been doing that more. But we do play games when we go live. So it's less about talking.
Right. Less
So-
about food.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, how are you doing? We already told you where we live. So in our state, we have never shut down completely. But like I told you, we are right on the border, and Illinois, as I'm sure a lot of you have heard, has been one of the most, what would you say, strict states in all of this. Shutting down completely. And so since we're kind of a city, I mean, we are divided by a river, but we can get to Illinois in 10 minutes. It's as close for us to get to the other cities in Illinois, the one right across the bridge, as it does to get to the other city in Iowa. So we're just as close. I feel like now that we're starting to open up, a lot of Illinois residents are coming to Iowa,
Right.
to get a haircut or
Yeah.
whatever. We've kind of kept going a lot of things through all of this, but
Yeah, they're starting to. We had like bars and restaurants could not serve or seat people. They could just do takeout. Movie theaters were shut down and they're opening up.
tell us if where you live, this was something interesting. They loosened the restrictions, because a lot of restaurants do a lot of their business through alcohol sales. So a lot of our restaurants here could do like drinks to go.
Right.
They would put the alcohol, and sell the little mini like airline bottles, they used to call them. Let us know. I mean, was that a thing that happened everywhere? I don't know. We don't really drink that often, so not sure. But anyway, go ahead. Anyway.
Let's try the pizza.
No, what were you saying?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea. What was I saying?
We were talking about the restrictions. As of last week, Friday, yesterday,
Yeah.
right? Things started to open up a little bit more
Right.
here, but not so much still in Illinois.
Right. But as things are opening up and I'm supposed to be going back to work on June 1st, We also got a directive from the Iowa Supreme Court
You
that
should tell them what you do for a living.
courts are pushed back. No trials whatsoever until September.
It was supposed to be when?
It was supposed to start up again July 13th. And
You
we
should
were,
tell them what you do. He works for the county. County attorney.
yeah, I'm an attorney. And so it's going to be crazy. When all this stuff opens up and we're able to go, we're going to be
Everything's
swamped.
just backlogging. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What do
this
we have
one,
now? Pizza?
Pizza.
Okay. I
Pizza.
don't think we had this one before.
Oh,
Oh, it smells like pizza.
it smells like pizza. I think I'm going to like this because this is good. It's like having, or I imagine it's going to be good. It smells good. It's like having a sub or like a meatball sub or something like that. But all the sauce and everything, all the flavors inside. Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cheers. Mm-hmm. That's really good too.
Mm-hmm. You can taste the fennel.
Yeah, I was
seed in
gonna
there.
say, you know how you get a good sausage pizza and it has the little fennel seeds? You
Yeah.
can really taste it. Yum.
That is good. Mm-hmm.
So, things were supposed to open up in July for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But you knew that it was July, like in May.
13th.
No, but I'm saying
Oh.
you found that out like in May, right? No. You found that out before March? April? Anyway, and at that time when we thought, July, wow, that's much later than
Yeah, that's crazy.
what we're expecting. And now it's bumped even further.
Right.
And the problem is when they pull for jury is there's like 450 people or more
Right.
all in the same place at the same time. So it'll be interesting to see even though we're in one of the biggest counties in our state,
Yeah.
that is statewide.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm. But they did say if you're in a county that the county, like the courthouse, is open. So the counties control the courthouse, but the courts control the courtrooms, basically. And what happens with the courts? But if the county opens up the courthouse and the public can come in, then like the local chief judge can decide to have court.
here's the thing though. I can see a courthouse being open so that people can get marriage licenses and do whatever they need to do for property taxes or, other things that people do at a courthouse. I know in some counties the courthouse is where you get your driver's license renewed and
Right.
we live in a big county, so a lot of stuff is done separately, but in some counties the courthouse is where it all goes down. So if that's open, our courthouse, like I said, I can see it being open for certain things, but for court to pool that many people, I can't see that happening here.
Right. It's
450 people is too many.
yeah, all in one spot, and then the other thing is just because this is going on doesn't mean that people aren't being arrested. And
Right.
so, it just keeps getting backlogged and backlogged and backlogged, and it was already overwhelming as it was. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
On the other side of it, you've got people that have not been able to bond out and are being held, and their cases are getting pushed back, and they're just sitting there in jail,
Yeah.
basically,
Right. It's a bad thing. I don't know. We can't open it up because that's too many people. And it's horrible to make people wait too. For certain things, for other things,
Right.
I don't really care if people
Yeah.
wait. That's just my opinion. But,
Right, but like marijuana is legal over in Illinois.
but it's not here.
It's not in Iowa. Well, the Quad Cities, people go back and forth. They get arrested for possessing it here when it's fine over in Illinois.
Right. And a lot of people live in one state and work in the other because it's that close, right?
But, right. And if they have a kind of sucky criminal history, they could get a pretty decent bond on that, you know? And then they're being held for months and months and months and months just for marijuana.
Right.
So
Yeah. Anyway.
we're trying to deal with it. We're trying to get plea agreements out and try to resolve things. So.
But let us know how it's affected your job. I do like online reselling and run our little like eBay stores and Mercari and work on YouTube and stuff. So it doesn't affect me either way, other than it worries me for John to have to go out into the world. I like him being home for a lot of reasons, but I worry about him, you know, going back on the first. I mean, it's a scary time, and it's so polarizing, right? You have the people that are like, it's too early, and then the people on the other side that think everything needs to be open up. And
Right.
I think however you feel about it is okay, right?
Personal choice, I guess. But
And nobody knows 100% what's right. For example, if you believe it should be opened up, it's because the information that you have. If you believe it shouldn't, it's because of the information that you have and your belief system and, you know, what your worries are. What do they say? Like, we're all in the same storm, but not in the same boat. You know, I have asthma, so
yeah,
it worries me. You know, people that have babies or elderly parents, or, you know, you think about things differently depending on who you could bring it back to.
Right.
So,
well, you know, and I would say to a certain extent, it's kind of personal choice what you want to do, where you want to go, and everything like that. But what you do affects other people. So if you are a carrier or you get sick or whatever, you being out and about in the community is going to affect other people.
right. Well, that's just it. Whenever we've gone anywhere, mostly for groceries and stuff, we've done Walmart pickup. But if we have needed to go into a store, with the exception of a couple of times, John went in. Right. But it really doesn't matter if I went in or I didn't, because if John goes in and catches it, he's bringing it back to me, right?
Yeah, except if only one person goes in, that's like,
right.
I don't know the math on it all, but I would say that's like half of the exposure.
Well, so. And your immune system could be different than mine, or, you know, whatever. I mean, I get it. But anyway, crazy times is what we're trying to say. Basically, boil all that down. So that's what's happening. John, as of when he was
from home.
When he was off of work on Friday, we're going back to work June 1st.
Right.
On Saturday is when the email came out from
Friday night from the Iowa Supreme Court.
From the Iowa Supreme Court. So he hasn't heard yet if he's really going back to work still on the 1st or not, but we're waiting to hear. Let us know if you guys are working and how it's affected your job. This whole thing, when you think about the economy, we have so many things. Big national chains are closing down. I saw today Hertz filed for bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. Pier 1, Victoria's Secret, like all kinds of places. And if they can't make it right now, think about all the mom and pop places. That's so, I don't know.
Yeah. The difference, though, is because those big companies like that, just because they're filing bankruptcy doesn't mean that they're done and out.
Well,
but the small guys, the local mom and pop shops, they're done. You know, like.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is, if big places with a huge following, a huge online presence can't make it and they have to file bankruptcy, I'm not saying I'm sad or for them, but I'm saying, then the little guy doesn't stand a chance.
Right.
Sad.
It is sad. So, we have been trying to support our local businesses like Meatheads while this has been going on. So.
Mm-hmm. And we want to continue to do more of that, and we encourage you to do more of that.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with Walmart. It's where we get the majority of our groceries. But when you can buy something locally, do. So, there's that. There's our little COVID update.
Yep.
What's next? Oh, we've been talking about, we in our spare time have been gardening, and we've shown you in a couple little clips how we're working on our container garden out in the yard. As of tomorrow, I think we'll have it all planted, I'm hoping.
We should, unless we're like, I want to go get another plant.
Our problem is we had all these pots and plans, and then we decided we had a place to put in more of a container garden, and we thought, let's add some there. And so we keep adding. You know,
Yeah.
last year we planted a little bit, but we were in the middle of moving and stuff, and
Yeah. We had moved over, well, for months, but we started moving like Memorial Day weekend last year. So happy 1 year in the house. And so it was late, like for us to try to plant and get things in. But we
and then
did
it rained and
Yeah.
it flooded.
Right. But the tomatoes were okay for us last year. We had only a couple plants. The peppers were good. Like for me, I had habanero and jalapeno, and then we had a bell pepper. That was okay. It did all right. Our problem is the stupid squirrels keep coming around and eating everything.
Please let us know in the comments if you have a garden. I beg of you. And we're going to do a gardening video too, so we can talk more about it. But if you have a foolproof thing to keep squirrels away, you know, they say like for rabbits use marigolds or whatever. If you know something that works on squirrels,
Yeah.
we need to know it.
We got a spray, and it says it's supposed to stay on even through rain, but we found that after
It's like a pepper spray.
after it rained, they were back. Digging around, and a lot of times they're just I mean, once the fruit comes, they want to eat our tomatoes and everything, but before that, they're digging in the pots, and you know, we got little tiny plants, and
Yeah.
they're trashing the place. But
Yeah.
mac and cheese,
Okay.
I'm gonna try the mac and cheese.
Oh, I was trying to
There you
take yours.
Yeah, you can have it if you want.
It doesn't smell like mac and cheese.
It
looks
did
like
when
mac
it was
and cheese.
cooking. I can tell you
It
that.
did?
Yeah, it smelled just like mac and cheese.
All right, let's try it. That's good. I don't know if I would pick out mac and cheese. I know there's cheese in there.
There's noodles in there.
Yeah. But I'm saying if you go from flavor, I mean, it takes you a minute. The other ones I was like, definitely pizza, definitely Philly cheesesteak. It would take you a minute to kind of think about what flavor it is.
Right.
Good, though.
It is good. That's the funny thing though. When I was grilling them, the smell of mac and cheese was predominant over everything.
Really? Weird, and you don't think of that as being like a strong smell, especially over like fennel and you know spices that you would put like in Philly cheesesteak and in pizza.
Right.
So, are we done talking about the garden? Oh, we need to get some flowers in the ground in our front flower bed. The people that lived here before us had more of like a wild flower, you know,
Hostas everywhere.
yeah, hostas, flowers, and are mixed, and we are more of a here's a hosta, mulch around it, here's a flower, kind of, that's more our style. And so we did tear out a lot of stuff, and we have to like go back in and put some stuff in. Problem is, we planted some stuff at the end of last year that we thought would come up that didn't. So now we have to kind of replace it.
Yeah, they're perennials and nothing.
Nope.
They did not come up
No.
whatsoever.
So we've got some yard cleanup to do still. There's a basketball hoop that the other people left for us, and so we're gonna get rid of that. I don't know, just some stuff in the yard.
We got lots of plans, and we're just doing it a little bit at a time.
Let us know if you guys have a garden and what you have going on with yours. We still have some plants that are very, very, very small. We need some heat. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 90. We've had nothing but rain for like 10 days in a row, and after this heat this weekend, it's gonna rain like 3 or 4 days next week. But we need some heat, right? Plants need rain, heat, rain.
Sun, yeah.
Yeah, sun. Yeah, so we'll see if tomorrow helps kind of perk some things up. I hope so.
I hope so too.
What else do we have going on? Oh, we're on TikTok all the time. TikTok, we don't stop.
Yeah. That's what I always say.
I know. So let us know if you're on TikTok and if you're completely addicted. Speaking of quarantine, that is probably something that never would have happened if it weren't for, well, I don't know about never.
No, but it really seems like if you're on the TikTok scene, that things just exploded once Everybody was at home.
Especially for older people. I think young kids were already on TikTok. They had already left Facebook, and I don't think Instagram is really young people. I mean, this is a generalization. I think young people have been on TikTok, especially when it changed from Musical.ly to TikTok, and so it became less about lip syncing. There's still that, but when it became more like other stuff, it just is spreading like wildfire. And I think that's because people are home, right?
Right.
So you have time, to do it, and people are together. Kids can't get away from parents. Parents can't get away from kids. Hey, let's make a TikTok. We can't get away from each other. Right?
Right.
So we've been TikToking. Most of what we do on TikTok is food. But let us know if you're there. We want to engage with some friends. I mean, we have made a lot of friends through Instagram and through YouTube.
Right.
Completely different sets of friends. Some of our friends from YouTube have followed us to Instagram and vice versa. But by and large, the people that are friends with us on Instagram are Instagram friends. And same thing with YouTube. We want to make some TikTok friends.
Yeah, TikTok friends. We did pretty good on there. We did a Kool-Aid pie one. It got 25,000 views.
I mean, we think that's good. I don't know if you think that's good, but we think that's good.
That's
Especially,
good for us.
We only have a couple hundred followers, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
Are you trying your hot one now?
Yeah. You want me to cut this one in half or just...
No. I'm done with the spicy. If you haven't seen us do 2 times spicy noodles and haunted ghost pepper chips, and we went to a world food market and did like spicy noodles from there, I am done with spicy.
Those haunted ghost pepper chips were good.
No. They were not.
All right, let's try. This is a chicken sausage. It's pepper jack buffalo chicken. Let's give it a shot.
Can I smell it? Mm-mm.
It's a little dry.
Because it's chicken, probably?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It smells like it's spicy.
If I could stop chewing for a minute. It's tasty. I'm hopefully I'll get in there and get some of that cheese. But right now it just tastes like buffalo chicken.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. Like I said though, it's a little dry. Usually I don't think we get chicken brats.
I used to always get chicken brats. They have some at, where are they? Aldi's. We've got them before. That are like chicken and they have spinach in them.
Yeah.
Or they have some stuff in them. Mushroom or cheese or...
Yeah,
I think it's chicken, spinach, and some kind of cheese. And those are really good. We've had those before. But typically we don't get chicken brats.
No.
Normally. What other updates do we have? Wedding? Should we talk about the wedding?
Let's do it.
So, I'm glad that we planned the wedding the way that we planned it, which our plan has been this. Ever since we got engaged, I mean, to be honest, I can tell you before we got engaged, this is just who we are as people. We've been to Colorado a couple of times on, what would you say? Like,
Holiday. Vacation.
Yeah, vacation. Some of it's been, a couple of days. Some of it's been longer, but we think it's beautiful there. And so our plan was to go, just the 2 of us. Well, at first we didn't know if it was just going to be the 2 of us or a small group. Then we decided just the 2 of us, and we're just going to go and do it and get married.
You can self-solemnize your wedding or your marriage in Colorado. So you don't even have to have...
You don't have to be ordained.
Yeah, you don't have to have somebody to do it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be ordained yourself.
Right.
Right?
You can just do it
Which we
yourself.
both are ordained, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, so we just wanted to go get married on top of a mountain or somewhere absolutely beautiful. And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And we're still going to do it.
Right. So the plans that we already had, I mean, thank God. Think about all these people. That's another thing that this has I mean, graduations, all, the saddest thing for me, weddings, yes, but like births of grandbabies, how people have, or children, or people have surgery or in the hospital and they have to be by themselves, and funerals and all of that stuff. So we had wanted to have a wedding reception. We are going to opt to not do that right now. Will it be okay in August? Maybe, but you have to shell out a lot of money. That's a lot of money on a maybe. Maybe we'll be able to, maybe we won't. So we're going to opt to not do a reception now and to wait a little bit longer when we know it's safe. And by a little bit longer, I mean probably next year.
Right.
So that's our plan. We're going to go get married in August in Colorado. We're going to stay in Colorado for our honeymoon. That's what we think right now. And just hang out. We'll probably travel around Colorado and not stay at the same place for a whole week. We'll hit a couple of different places, get a little bit different experiences.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
And that's it.
It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I really can't wait.
And that's soon.
It is soon. Before you know it.
That's right. So, what else do we have going on?
Well, I don't know. But when we solidify more of our plans, we'll let you guys know how things are going, and like if we find something that's just absolutely amazing and what we're looking forward to.
We now have to get down to the nitty gritty of ordering things, making actual plans. We've been looking at cabins, and part of the problem is with getting married somewhere else is like, what we were talking about earlier. Can we even get a marriage license right now? Like, can we do that? I'm sure we can finagle a way to do it somehow here and make it legal here and then just go have it be, for ceremony there. I'm sure we could figure something out. We're going to get it done. But
we are.
But anyways, that's the deal. We're good. We're well. We hope all of you are doing as well as can be expected. I'm excited for things. I'm cautiously excited for things to open up, I'll say.
Yeah.
I think my personal opinion, and you can fight me if you want to, is it's a little early. I definitely miss people. I'm definitely starting to, feel a little panicked. And we don't have little kids here driving us crazy or anything like that. I feel for
Just
you.
me.
I feel for you if you have that. I don't have an elderly parent that I can't, that's in a nursing home that I can't get to or whatever. Those kind of things we need to be open for. But at the same time, we need to protect those people the most. Right. So it's hard, right?
It is hard.
Yeah.
It's tough, but, who knows what's going to happen, too. I mean, people are talking about, a second wave coming in the fall and everything. So
right.
Hopefully we'll have a nice window to go over and get married and be able to,
Yeah. Get in, get it done, get back before anything bad happens. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys saw the list about the CDC recommendations for going back to school. I don't know what that's going to look like. If we had kids in school right now, I think I would just choose to homeschool them. Now, I can say that because I haven't been dealing with kids at home for a couple of months. But desks 6 feet apart and no shared items. They can't share books. They can't share crayons. They can't share any of that. They can't eat in the cafeteria. No school lunches, so they have to bring lunches, and that hurts my heart thinking about how is that going to work, because so many kids
families can't afford
no gym,
and then the other thing they talked about was that kids were going to have to glove up and wear masks at school. Like, I wore a mask to Walmart the other day and it drove me nuts. I mean, part of it's probably the beard that kept pushing up on it.
Well, think about how fidgety like a first grader is.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be. It might be worse because they're going to be touching their face and adjusting the thing and just... It
will be hard for them to hear each other. It'll be hard for the teacher to hear them. It's just a whole thing. Am I right? Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel for you. Whatever part of this you're going through, we have it very, very easy.
Right.
In the scheme of things.
Yep.
Right. So, anyway, I think that's it.
Just about. The one thing that I did want to talk about was Memorial Day. We say Happy Memorial Day and everything, and it's good to have an extra day, a longer weekend, and
kick off the summer, like that whole thing is what a lot of people think.
Yeah, a lot of grilling and stuff like that. But Memorial Day is for us to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. The sailors, soldiers, Marines, airmen. That have died in the line of duty. So it's not Veterans Day.
Right.
You can save or wait till September to, isn't it September? I think it's September.
Yeah.
To thank, or maybe November. I can't remember. Veterans Day.
November. It is November.
November 11th, I think. So wait till Veterans Day to thank a vet, but always keep your heart open and your thoughts on Memorial Day for those who paid that price.
Well, and I will correct you. John's a vet. I'm not going to correct you. I don't mean it like that. John's a vet, so he can say whatever he wants. But you don't ever have to wait to think of that. You can think of that whenever you want to. But Memorial Day is about something else, is I think what you mean, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, it's also the kickoff to summer.
Yep.
And the summer's going to look really different.
Yeah.
Right? Pools and all of that stuff's going to be really different this year. So.
Right. Hopefully there'll be some beaches you can go to.
Gosh, if you live in a place, consider yourself lucky if you live on a place where there is that to do.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think Florida's opened up their beaches again. And, wonderful for you. If you're there, try to have a good summer, but stay safe.
I think people will be doing more like camping, hiking trails, things like outdoorsy kind of stuff, because we can't do a lot of other things. And I think that's good for us. Get out, get some fresh air, see nature.
Yeah. I think all you guys should just stay home. Don't worry about camping. Don't worry about seeing nature. Because all you guys are out there, then it'll be crowded.
No, go have fun. Just have fun safely. Social distance fun.
Right.
Anyway, is that all now?
That's all
we have to talk about?
That's it.
Yeah. So, Memorial Day is one of those things. Do you have anybody that in your family that lost their life in the line of duty?
Nope.
Me neither. Well,
my grandfather had a Purple Heart, but he was still around.
Yeah, I have to think. We have veterans everywhere in my family, and John too. But nobody. But if you have that in your family, then thank you, and we're thinking of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is also a good time to go. A lot of people go to the cemeteries just to remember whoever they've lost.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's all we have. Look for other, hopefully less depressing content from us soon. I mean, we talked about Memorial Day, we talked about COVID, we talked about bad stuff. But meanwhile, the point is we're doing fine, and we hope you are too.
Yeah. And if you're in the Quad Cities or around the Quad Cities, stop at Meatheads and pick up some brats.
Absolutely.
Not sponsored.
And we will be doing more local. We have a lot of cool places. We have a cool popcorn shop that I love, veteran owned also, and called Popcorn Charlie's. We've done something from there before, but we should do something
again. It was a long time ago, yeah.
We have some friends that own a local barbecue joint.
There's an ice cream place that has a lot of different flavors of soft serve ice cream.
And dips.
Yeah,
you know how Dairy Queen, you can get like the chocolate dip. They have like 30 flavors or something of dip.
It's nuts. We'll show you.
Yeah. There's cool donut places. There's a lot of cool places here that, a lot of people don't know where the Quad Cities is, so we're going to do some showcasing of that. We hope you will look for those videos coming soon.
That's right.
So, if you don't follow us on TikTok, like I said, we're over there. We are Love and Junk, just like we are here. On Instagram, we're Love and Junk with no D, so it's LOVEANJUNK. Now, if you like barbecue or grilling,
brats, grilling,
supporting local businesses, if you're happy to see some of the restrictions lifting,
Yep.
Then give this video a big thumbs up.
Yep.
And that's all we have for today.
That's it, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye.